Hey guys, more pre-release stuff. So this is a brand new sealed pre-release kit. Brand new. I actually played this morning at my pre-release with another kit. You can watch that video. But this is basically when you sign up for pre-release, this is what you get on the day. Nice little box. The Dominaria one came in a similar pack. Just white with the Dominaria logo on it. This is from the brand new set that is releasing. From what I've seen so far, the set looks pretty nice. I do like a lot of the artwork on it, and it just looks like there's some really neat, fun mechanics that they're introducing. And let's get in here and open this up so we can go through it all together. Trying not to rip the box in the process. There we go. So you do get a paper card box. Why aren't you opening? There we go. A spin down life counter, which is also in the same color as my other one. You get a how-to pre-release kind of guide, what to put in your deck, how many cards you're allowed to have, suggestion on mana ramp, and when in doubt, ask for help. And usually when it's at a local game store, their staff is always there to help you out, walk you through some things. They're there to make any judgment calls if you aren't sure if a move was acceptable or legal or how some of the new mechanics work out, and they kind of base a judgment on that. Got a little divider for a card box or deck box. At this pre-release, you actually get an extra token, and on the back of the token is a promo card for MTG Arena. I don't play a lot of MTG Arena, so again, that one's going to go to a friend of mine who does. I haven't looked at this yet, so we're just going to cover it. Actually, nah, let's look at them now. These are the fancy pre-release cards. You get 2 of them, and this release, you got a Planeswalker and a different card. And they are, again, both foil, and they have the pre-release date stamp on them for what weekend it released. So we got Command the Dreadhorde and a Planeswalker. You gain life equal to the greatest toughness among creatures you control. And my sorcery, choose any number of target creature and or planeswalker cards in graveyards. Command the Dreadhorde deals damage to you equal to the total converted mana of those cards. Put them onto the battlefield under your control. So you get to steal people's graveyard cards. Could be very handy. Oh, that's this one actually, Command the Dreadhorde. So this is the one you get to pay a whole bunch of life, but get your opponent's cards back onto the battlefield under your control, which can be super handy if you've killed a lot of things. Okay, so you get 6 booster packs from the new set. And these are what you build your deck out of. 40 cards that you get to play with, including all of your mana. Has to be 40 cards. Now, before I get too far into opening these packs, let's get the close-up camera going too. Okay, so 6 booster packs. And basically you build your deck out of the best cards you can. So let's see some of these brand new, never before seen, because the internet would never spoil something like Magic cards. Okay, hopefully it stays on. So just opened that pack, and here we go. I do like to see that they're bringing the animals back. It's been a while since we've had some good animal cards. I actually have a bunch of these that I've already got. Of course, they're commons, so Command the Dread Horde and Herald of. Okay, so there's 2 new mechanics. I touched briefly on one called Proliferation. There's also a mass. You get to put 2/1. This is a mass 2, so 2/1/1 counters on an army you control. If you don't control one, create one, and then you just get your little zombie army token out. Adding any color mana. Giant puppy. That's actually really nice. I wish I had this one in my pre-release kit. That's nice. There's going to be a lot of destroy target creature planeswalkers because every pack comes with a planeswalker now. And here we are getting into the uncommons, trolls. There's my planeswalker for this deck, or this pack rather. And another uncommon. Elf wizards. Everything's a zombie, or there's a zombie version of everything pretty much. There's our token and our lands. I'll actually separate those. Okay. Giants. More Leviathan. I have a couple other Leviathan cards from other sets. They are nice, but they're very, very high cost. Do a lot of damage though. To actually get this in the frame, that'll work better. Another Herald of the Dread Horde. Another Prismite. Wait. Okay. This is the pack I just opened. There's my Herald. We're already doubling up, and we've opened 2 packs from this kit. Okay. So let's carry on. Jace's Triumph. Cyclops Electromancer. Deals X damage to target creature, where X is the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. And we have Vivian as our planeswalker. Ooh, Ravnica at War. Foil rare, exile all multicolored permanents. Oh, that's dirty. Oh, that's dirty. Okay, let's just take a look here. Ravnica at War. I'm not really paying a lot of attention to pricing right now with the new set, because once a new set releases, the prices go up very, very high, very, very quickly, and then they crash. The only set I've seen keep their value is Dominaria. It kept its value pretty steady. It did drop a little, but then it petered out and it was still quite high. Some Ixalan cards are still worth a lot, which is great. I don't know how Ravnica is aging yet because it has just been released. So I'm trying not to pay a lot of attention to the pricing on anything yet. And my token and my land. I was going to separate them based on card type, but since we got those doubles, I'm actually going to not do that. And we're just going to keep them in separate piles for packs. So when you get to a pre-release and you get your kit, you have 40 minutes to build your deck, open all these cards, and build a deck. It can go very quickly, so it's really important to go through your cards and figure out what you want to kind of play with once you get them all open and see how many of what type you have and what their cost is. Of course, you don't want to be walking around with a lot of these in your hand and nothing else, because it's going to cost you 6 mana to get this card out. Here's another Amass, Gideon Sacrifice. Ooh. Put creature with flying on the bottom of its owner's library. That would have been very handy to have in my foray at the event. Guild Globe. Okay. Wanderer's Strike. Here we go. Another Challenger Troll. Invade the city. Amass X, where X is the number of instant sorcery cards in your graveyard. Put X 1/1 counters on an army you control. If you don't have one, create one. Another Wildcrafter. This is going to be the new Jaya. I'm going to have like 18 of them. Dreadhorde Arcanist. And a land and a zombie card. No escape. Counter target creature, planeswalker. If that spell is countered, exile it. Nice. I actually had a couple of these in my deck, which was handy because they do have reach, and I was, as I said, playing with a flyer. Toll of the Invasion. Look at the artwork on some of these. Oh, I wish my camera picked it up better. We will be upgrading our camera equipment soon. Just not yet. With the move and the dogs, we've incurred a couple extra expenses. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but we are getting it. It is coming. Lots of flying. See, and here's another one with that proliferate condition, where you get to double or add to the amount of token or counters on creatures. You can -5 something, and you can still add more counters to it. That'll be played quite well, actually, in one of my decks. Doesn't cost a lot, and you can eliminate some pretty good things. Bleeding Edge. Up to 1 target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn, and Amass. Interplanar Beacon. Whenever you cast a Planeswalker, you gain life, and you get to add some colorless mana. Here's our Planeswalker in this pack, Jace. And that's it. Only 2 left. So far with this deck, from what I'm seeing, seems to be a lot of green. There we go. For some reason, my little camera here is turning off today. The batteries are fine. We charged it all night. I don't know what's going on with it. So we're going to have to make this real quick, just in case. Teo. Okay, I don't have him yet. He's the Planeswalker in this pack. Let's see. Teo. A whole 18 cents. Widespread Brutality. I believe I actually got this in my set. I didn't end up playing with it though because I didn't build a red. Oh, we got a foil. Pollen Bright Druid. 1/1 counter on target and proliferate. Nice. Choose any number of permanents and or players and then give each another counter of each kind. And forest and a zombie. Okay, last pack, guys. Okay, Teferi's Time Twist. We've already gone over that. Yeah, these things, some of these would have been real nice to have in mine. Didn't do so well in my little tourney. Lost all my games, but probably still would have lost all my games with some of these cards. Enters battlefield, add 1 mana of any color. Oh, look how sad he looks. Prison Realm. This, yes, I played against this too. Exile target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls until Prison Realm leaves the battlefield. Another interplanar beacon. Tyrant Scorn. How is that bent already? Destroy target creature with converted mana cost 3 or less, or return target creature to owner's hand. Oh, guys. We got a Lily. We got a Lily. Oh, Lily. Lily, what's projected on Lily right now? Yeah. Lily is going to go in a special place in a special card holder. And our land and our token. And that was the last pack. Okay. Lily she kind of scared me. So this actual pack kit did a lot better than mine did. I can tell you that. Got a Lily. I didn't get a single mythic in mine. This is the only mythic we got out of both of them, which is Lily. Lily still has all 3 of her steps. Yeah, I really wish I got this one in mine. This would have been real fun to play with. But we are going to sleeve that bad boy right up now. I need one of these. Perfect. Okay, so just pop a couple sleeves on Lily. These ones are super tight. So what I'm doing here, for those of you who don't know and are looking at me a little bit sideways because I'm putting my card in technically upside down, I'm actually double sleeving this. So the opening ends up at the bottom of the actual sleeve. Protects them from damage and dust and things like that. And spills from liquid, which is why I drink out of a sippy cup. Don't want to spill anything on the pretty Magic cards. If you do, you want to make sure they're safe. Okay, so Lily is going to go, she's going to hide out with Crisis. She's going to hide out with my Hydroid Crisis over here in a special box. Perfect. So that's everything that you get in a pre-release kit, and a lot of garbage as I throw my Magic cards everywhere. Good job. There we go. And this last one here. Little deck divider, your fancy pre-release cards, and your life token counter. How does he always know when I'm about to be done filming? So that's what we did today. I went to the pre-release. We opened this for you guys. I went over how well I played or how well I didn't play, and it was a really good time. I had a blast. I love going to pre-release events. They're super fun. They're great for new players, especially. They are very, very new player friendly. I always go, and I'm very new. I'm not very good at playing Magic, but there's always people there that will be more than willing to help you out. They probably aren't going to help you build your first deck, but they will help you play the game and give you pointers on how to build your first deck with the sealed packs, because it can be very tricky, especially if you don't get the cards that play well with each other. And of course it's pre-release, so there's new mechanics being released, and it can be a little bit overwhelming sometimes. Like with this one, everybody's got a planeswalker, so everybody's going to be playing with them, so we got to figure out how those work. Anybody at one of these events is going to be more than willing to help you out, so don't panic there. It's always a super fun time. But anyway, I have to go and get all of this stuff edited, and clearly this guy wants something, so I'm gonna let y'all go. Thanks again for tuning in to all of the videos we've released over the last couple of days. We really appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day.